alien creepers about. I'm gonna chuck an egg at one. Where are you? Ah, look at him! Ah! Maybe an egg would kill him, actually. It's a bit like the Martians from War of the Worlds. Oh, did he drop a meteor gem? No, he didn't. That's really what I'm after. Oh, look at the devastation. What an absolute mess. Just walk across fire without any damage. I wonder if there's a thing for the power tool that like puts out fires. I know there's one that puts out fires on your person, but are there any that like have a big spray of water that puts out a fire? Mod developers, there's a suggestion for you. Make a fire hose. Oh, I don't want it to burn down my house. Get out of here. The rest of it, I'm not really worried. Burn as much as you like, I'm fine with that. Only one alien creeper, not a lot of rubbish. Well, that's fine, it's nowhere near my house. Well, it is near my house, but the fire's not going to spread there. Ooh. Light blue dye. Use that to make another bag. Was it stopped? Can't have stopped already. Oh no. I was just out of earshot. It seems to have died down fairly quickly though. Just put out these bits of fire here. Oh! Pumpkin seeds. Yeah! Can chuck it onto a meteor and it'll burn. There we are. Whee! Now, what was I doing? I'm making some servo motors, weren't I? Yeah, so I can make a kinetic generator and save myself a bit of time. Speaking of which, oh, that's full. Oh, it's been using power from the helmet, look. I was right. The power's shared across all the different parts of your power armour, which is pretty cool, actually. I don't know what particular part it would charge, though, by default. Right, so what do I need? Solenoids. What was wiring again? Okay. Again, I'm running very low on silver. In fact, I've only got one silver block left. None in here. Might as well cook that iron though. Why not? Well, I'm going to have to use my gold then to make these wires. So let's have a look. I wanted gold cables. 48 gold cables, look at that. Oh, tons of wiring. Can make loads out of that gold cable. Just needs the redstone. So, how many solenoids did I want? I wanted 4, didn't I? There. And what next? I need some wiring and the pneumatic servos. I've just used all my redstone. Another block. This is going to run out fairly quickly. A redstone, glass, iron, wrong way around. Oh, you'd think this would be easy, wouldn't you? 1, 2. And the wiring. And the solenoids to make 2 servo motors, which I can use to put into a kinetic generator. Install! I need a control circuit as well. They're fairly cheap if I remember. Control circuit. Yeah. Oh, they're less cheap than I thought they were. So I need to grab some electrum. Some more redstone. Yeah. Glowstone as well, which I have 3. Fortunately, I only need 1 control circuit for this. So what was it? Redstone, glowstone, wiring. This wiring, you need tons of it. That's where all your resources go, actually, into the wiring. 1 control circuit, please. Cheers. And then we want the kinetic generator. Energy generated, all of it! I've slowed down again. It's fine now. I think that's something that we can sort out, actually. Walking assist. I don't know whether you can read that. But it says 170.64%. There we go. Quite like that. Lovely. Oh, what I can do actually is pulverise these bones. You get 6 bone meal if you pulverise the bone. So, as you can probably guess, get a crap ton of bone meal. If you remember the old Ultimatum series, actually, we had a ton of bone meal on that, which is quite amusing. What does it need to make the axe? I wonder. 3 and a solenoid. That's not too bad. I might be able to do that. Might not be able to because I've not got the wiring. Make some moor. Right, we've got just enough wiring for 1 solenoid. There we go. And now I can make me sen the axe. Overclock. Whoosh, radius. Right, I wonder if this works with tree capitator then. Hell. That's not very quick at all. Grief. What about on normal trees? Yeah, it obviously doesn't recognise mine factory trees. Well, to be honest, it's better using a normal axe then. Might as well get the solenoid back and put it into something a bit more useful. For you see, you can salvage the parts and you will get them back. What else can I put in actually? Prototype Omni Wrench, oh, that requires motors, leaf blower. Oh, I could do that. Flint and steel? Oh, that requires another servo or scanner. Oh wow, that's a flipping divining rod, isn't it? Wow. That might be something that I need to make. Now, I've been to the Nether. This Nether portal actually takes you to a really stupid part of the Nether, which is like kind of high up, and it's a bit difficult to get to like to where the glowstones and stuff. Oh my goodness! Just look. Actually, look at the right. If I sprint, I generate a lot of heat. Good grief! Kind of need to do something about that. I think actually, if you generate that much heat, you'd set on fire. Not that much of a problem since the fire can't hurt me at all, but it is a bit of a pain. But we've got a lot of energy out of that, so there you go. Something that we can do about that. I suppose we could do that. Where's the heatsink? Basic plating. Basic plating is really cheap if I recall. Yeah, it's a tin gear and iron. Let's make some tin gears, shall we? I've got plenty of iron now. Where's the tin? There's tons of tin in here. There we go. I'm just going to make a load of tin gears, actually. Oops, wrong way round. 9 tin gears. And what was it? Tin gears plus iron there. Just make 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I need one for this as well? No, I don't. So, just make a heatsink, and a heatsink, and a heatsink, and a heatsink. Oof. Might have to I've slowed down a little bit more. Eventually it's going to get to the point where this isn't going to help at all, and I'll need to actually do some micromanagement, but until then, it's fine. Now, as I was saying about the Nether, and I got hilariously sidetracked, what I actually wanted to do was make a jetpack. And as we already know, the jetpack on this is ludicrously expensive. So I thought instead, why don't I make a jetpack from a completely different mod? And indeed, I'm going to do just that. So I need some tin, which I have here. I also need some steel, which I need iron to make. Yeah, iron. Set that out. So steel is... Oh, I think I had some coal somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Tons of the stuff. Oh look, there's some redstone. Oh, shouldn't have been worried. Let's make some blocks to conserve a bit of space. There we are. Oh, beautiful. 10 blocks of redstone. Just what I wanted. Stick that in there. Now I've got more redstone than I have iron. Oh, no, I don't. No. Right, take that out. So, it was... Yeah. Iron surrounded by coal. I'll take 1 steel dust, because I've already got an ingot in here. And I'll smelt the steel dust. Actually, these days, the steel recipe is a lot different, and you need a metallurgic infuser. And actually, I should probably build one then, because it's a bit more efficient. Because what you do with the metallurgic infuser is, instead of using 4 coal to make 1 piece of steel, you'd put 1 coal in the furnace like this. Okay, maybe not. But basically, you can make this stuff called compressed carbon, which is made of 1 piece of coal, and you use that in the metallurgic infuser to make steel. So it's one per instead of 4 per. I'll have to look that up later. So we want our steel. We've already got our steel there we go. And we also want a thing called a gas tank, as well as a control circuit, but I think I've got one of them kicking about somewhere. That's a basic circuit. 4 control circuits, yeah, here's some I made earlier. Right, so we might as well start putting this together. So we want the control circuit at the top. Steel. Tin goes there, I think. And the gas tank requires some osmium, which we have here. As well as 1 piece of iron dust. So let's chew up some iron. It's interesting that, having a recipe that requires dust rather than the ingot. Here we go. Piece of iron. We'll make that in the standard crafting bench. Gas tank. And then... Oh. That's not working, that's not good. Why is that not working? Right, well... made a little bit of a mistake. You see, this is running... I'm running Minecraft 1.5.2 at the moment, and I was trying to make a jetpack from Mechanism, but I've just looked it up in creative mode, and you'll not be surprised to hear it's not actually in this version of Mechanism. Oh dear. So it looks like I'll have to make a different kind of jetpack, or just not make one at all, which might be an even better solution. Look at all those jokers out there. There's a zombie out there wearing a cake on his head. That's interesting. Speaking of which, I've got a lot of hats. Is that a creeper wearing a suit? Is that Ashen's the creeper? I shall have to tweet him with that. That'd be amusing. There's a duck there. I don't understand all these hats. Why do they include them with the game? Are these like on the mod? Sorry, are these people who've contributed like to the project? 'Cause some of them are a bit crap, aren't they? Like they're just people's avatars, and it's a bit pointless. Oh god, that's terrible. Is that one? Oh, that's quite cool. But yeah, they're just people's avatars just stuck on your head, and you don't really want that, do you? It's a bit rubbish. And look at him. Got a diamond pickaxe. Thinks he's all that. What? Oh, that's like a rose or something. I mean, I'm sure these are fine for the people who contributed to the thing, but seems a bit pointless to me. Although I've already got the cake hat. Cool. I'm gonna have that hat. Actually, I could do a very subtle reference there. No, I'm gonna have the cat. Cat in the hat. Cat. Rubber. Right, put all my stuff away. I think the coal actually went in this chest, didn't it? There we go. Put all my iron back in here. And I'm gonna be honest, I can't really be bothered making the IC2 jetpack. Of course, you've got the advanced electric jetpack, which is really expensive. Look at that, advanced alloys. Electric jetpack, refined iron, advanced circuit, glowstone. The reason why I want to go to the nether so much is because they've got stuff called cobalt. Although it's kind of redundant because I've got the power tool. I really should be spending all my time just tinkering with this and seeing what I can do with it. Is this solenoid useful for anything? Wow, that requires 6 solenoids. Blade launcher's pretty cool, but it's very weak. Lightning summoner. EU reader. I'm just looking to see if I can use this solenoid for anything. Apiarist armour. That's really useful because it just lets you climb up one block by running into it. That's interesting. You can stick a geothermal generator to your armour to make it so you can just dive into some lava and get some energy. That's cool. Actually, that's something I need to test, isn't it? I'll put the solenoid in here. Oh, there's some glowstone there. Huh. Stick that in there with the rest. So when I was sprinting before, I was making tons of heat. Now let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. None at all. Well, very little. That heat sink's really helped. And actually, I believe if you're generating heat and you do this, up, it goes down really quickly, which I quite like. There used to be a bug in older versions of MPS, whereby you could just run across the ocean floor really quickly, and that was quite amusing. Can't seem to move through the water at all, though. Might need that swim booster. See, this is a problem with having really heavy armour. I'm charging this thing up like crazy, look at that. Much better use than using my bat box. Because it's also making me very hungry. Look at this spider, I'm just running circles around him. Right, well I think next time I'm going to look at some mechanism machinery, because there's some stuff that I'd quite like to get into. For example, the factory and some of the energy cubes and things. As well as some more power generation. Might actually look into nuclear power. That might be quite cool. But until then, please press like if you like the video, don't if you don't. And I will see you next time. Cheerio!